Forget the Empire State Building and the crowded tours. Today we're exploring the side of Manhattan and Brooklyn that is fun without the crowds. From the most talked about croissants in Greenpoint to floating parks on the Hudson, this is my ideal no tourist trap day trip to New York. The itinerary consists first of Radio Bakery, starting the day in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, followed by Luckin Coffee, which is essentially the Starbucks of China that recently landed in New York. Lunches at Banh Anh Em, which might have the best banh mi in the city, and in the afternoon, we finish off with the Little Island, which is a stunning floating park at Pier 55, and Pier 57, which has Market 57, an ultimate indoor food hall curated by the James Beard Foundation. We started our journey at Union Station in Washington, D.C., heading to the Big Apple for a day trip. Now, there are plenty of ways to get to New York, but Amtrak, in my opinion, is easily the best option. If you're a savvy traveler and book early, you can snag round-trip train tickets for as low as $70, which is a steal compared to driving. Between gas and the massively expensive tolls on I-95 and the New Jersey Turnpike, driving can easily cost you double that amount before you even find parking. And while the bus is an option, you just can't beat the comfort of the train. In about 3.5 hours of train time, you get comfy seats, room to walk around, and a cafe car, all while bypassing the inevitable traffic on I-95. One of the best perks of the train is that you can stay powered up. Every seat has its own dedicated electrical outlets, which is a lifesaver if you're planning to edit photos or get some work done during the ride. All Amtrak train stops stop at Moynihan Train Hall, which is a passive expansion of Penn Station. Our first stop of the day brings us to Greenpoint, Brooklyn, to visit Radio Bakery. This isn't just your average neighborhood pastry shop, it's one of New York's finest. They are famous for their unique textures, think flaky golden brown croissants and sourdough focaccias. If you're coming here, you'll have to try their signature savory items, including their legendary Earl Grey buns. There's usually a line stretching down the block, but once you take that first bite, you'll realize why people are willing to wait. It's the perfect pick-me-up and fuel to start the day trip in New York. Walking through Greenpoint to get here is half the charm. The neighborhood has a distinct laid-back character. You have these beautiful historic townhomes, mixed with quiet leafy intersections. It feels a world away from the frantic energy of Midtown, which makes the discovery of a world-class bakery tucked into these residential streets feels like stumbling on a local secret. Step inside, and the vibe shifts into high gear. The interior is sleek and modern, and also warm, with a constant hum of activity. You can see the staff behind the counter moving with precision. That's impressive to watch. While the pastries are the draw, don't overlook the drink menu. They take their coffee as seriously as their baked goods, and they offer things like classic espresso pulls to seasonal lattes that pair with a heavy pastry. In terms of the spread, the counter has a savory side, such as the everything spice focaccia, the asparagus cheddar croissant, both of which are absolute standouts. If you want something unique, you could try the cheesy pretzel scallion bun or the scallion sesame twist. For the sweet tooths, beyond the classic pistachio croissant, you'll find adventurous hits like the chocolate PB&J croissant. It's the little details that really pull the whole experience together. There are fresh flowers on the communal tables, to the curated art on the walls. There's a lot of intentionality to the design on the inside. It's not just a place to grab a bag of carbs and leave, it's a space that invites you to slow down for a second and appreciate the craft. There's a new player in the New York City coffee scene, and it's shaking things up. It's called Luckin Coffee, a massive Chinese brand that just made its official leap into the US market. If you haven't heard of them, they are the biggest rival to Starbucks overseas, and they brought their expansion right into the US. The biggest draw right now is the price. Luckin is known for being a significantly cheaper option than big box brands that we're used to. In fact, when we went in April, they ran a massive promotion where if you download their app, you can grab any drink for just $1.99, which is basically unheard of in New York, where coffee usually hits $7 plus tax. But Luckin isn't just about low prices, they're a mobile ordering first company. The stores are designed for efficiency, think grab and go. You won't see many people lounging with laptops here given that there's not much space. I ended up getting the matcha coconut latte, and to be honest, it wasn't really my favorite. The flavors didn't quite land for me, but I'm definitely willing to give them a second shot. With the menu that massive, I could have just picked the wrong drink. While wandering through Manhattan, we stumbled upon the Union Square Green Market, and the sheer volume of food vendors was staggering. There's one particular block you can't miss where the Asian stalls are all congregated together, serving up incredible street eats. The smell of fresh takoyaki and okonomiyaki hitting the grill was everywhere. The prices throughout the Asian food stalls are definitely on the steeper side, but you're probably paying for the quality as well as the atmosphere. By now we've worked up an appetite, so we're hitting Banh Anh Em in the Lower East Side. This spot has been making waves for bringing authentic Vietnamese flavors to the neighborhood and was recently featured on Eater. Their Banh Mi is the star of the show, served on bread that's really crispy on the outside, but also light and fluffy on the inside. Every sandwich is packed with pickled vegetables and savory meats that have been marinated for quite some time. It's a small, no-frills restaurant that focuses entirely on the quality of the ingredients, much of which they create from scratch. If you're planning a weekend visit, you definitely need a strategy. On Saturday, the lines start forming well before their noon opening, and it's not unusual to see it stretch past 100 people before the doors even unlock. We got here at 11:15 a.m. on a Saturday, and there were already 10 people ahead of us. You definitely want to aim for the first 40 spots in line because that's roughly the capacity of the dining room, which means that if you're in that first wave, then you're guaranteed a seat immediately. Taking a look at the menu on my phone here, you can see it's very well organized. They start with their famous banh mi, followed by hearty noodle soups, appetizers, main entrees, and at the very bottom, finally their drink section. Price-wise, it's very fair. Appetizers generally run between $8 to $15, while the main entrees and banh mi fall within the $15 to $20 range. And if you're grabbing a drink, expect to pay around $6 or $7. The ambiance inside is quite fantastic. It's got this energetic, lived-in type of feel with traditional decor that doesn't feel forced. Even though it's a tight space, it's impressively clean. Even the single bathroom was spotless, which says a lot about how they run the place. I also love the open kitchen layout in the front. It has this buzz of activity. You'll see staff prepping everything with serious speed and precision right in front of you. Before the food arrives, you have to check out the house-made hot sauce and pickled cucumbers right on the table. As for the banh mi that we ordered, this one is the OG banh mi, loaded with traditional cold cuts and a savory pork floss. The second banh mi is the schoolboy banh mi, which adds a rich pate and a perfectly runny egg in the mix. In terms of portion size, these aren't a foot long like a Subway sub, but they are very dense and sizable, and the quality of the meat here is on a completely different level. Next, we're heading over to the Hudson River to see one of New York's newest architectural wonders, Little Island. Located at Pier 55, this floating man-made park is held up by 132 concrete pillars rising straight out of the water. It feels like walking into a futuristic garden. As you wander up the winding paths, you're surrounded by over 350 species of flowers and trees, all while catching incredible glimpses of the Manhattan skyline in the river. Whether you're sitting in the amphitheater or just standing at the highest overlook, the breeze and the views offer a rare moment of peace in the middle of the city's chaos. If you're lucky enough to visit during late March or early April, the park undergoes a stunning transformation. The main attraction becomes the cherry blossom trees, which burst into soft pinks and whites. They frame the Manhattan skyline perfectly, so it's one of the best photo opportunities in the entire city. Even though it's a major tourist destination, the vibe here is surprisingly family-friendly and laid back. While half the crowd is busy posing for Instagram, the other half is just living. You'll see locals lounging on the grass, catching up with friends, or tucked away in a corner, lost in a book. What's really cool is how the island plays with height. It's definitely not flat. There are these mini overlook points tucked around the perimeter that gives you different angles of the river. And you don't need to worry about the climb because while there are plenty of stairs, the entire park is designed with ADA accessible ramps so everyone can reach those good views. Just a short walk from Little Island is Pier 57, a massive renovated historic pier that's been transformed into an indoor food destination. While the rooftop park is a major draw, the ground floor is home to Market 57, which is a curated dining hall that celebrates the city's diverse food culture. As you head inside, the energy immediately picks up. It's a bustling corridor of activity where you'll see talented chefs preparing everything from Southeast Asian food and authentic dim sum to classic New York hot dogs and even high-end local seafood. It's the kind of place where aromas of different cuisines collide, and because it's curated by the James Beard Foundation, you're getting some of the best independent flavors in the city. And if you want to escape the hustle of the kiosks, head towards the back of the building. They have a massive public gathering called the Living Room. It's separated from the main food hall and offers plenty of seating and communal tables. It's much quieter back there, making it a great spot to actually sit down, enjoy your food, and take in the waterfront views. And just like that, our 8 hours in this city are up. From the quiet streets of Greenpoint to the heights of Little Island, New York in April really hits differently. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel guides.